Hey folks, this is John at Still Living the Blues. This is today's date's June 11th, 2019, and I'm wanting to briefly mention something that came out in an article published today in the New York Times Magazine. It's very sad, it's disturbing, and it's being called basically, it's about what's being called the biggest disaster in the history of the music business. And yes, it includes some blues music, historically great blues music, and historically significant blues music. But it's not just about the blues, it's rock and roll country. It impacts a lot of different genres of music. Basically, 11 years ago this month, there was a fire in the Universal Studios Hollywood. And basically, the article in the New York Times Magazine, to sum it up, it says that the fire tore through an archive housing treasured audio recordings. And during the night of June 1st, 2008, maintenance workers had used blowtorches to repair the roof of a building on the set of New England Street, which was a group of colonial style buildings used in scenes for movies and television shows. The workers were doing what they were supposed to do, and supposedly they waited for the shingles they worked on to cool, but sometime after about 5 a.m., a fire broke out, and eventually the flames reached building 6197, known also as the Video Vault, which housed videotapes, film reels, and it was a library of master sound recordings owned by the Universal Music Group. And sadly, the loss is estimated at about 500,000 song titles that the masters were lost. And I have a list of some of the names here, and it's sad. Decca Masters recordings by Titanic figures in American music from Louis Armstrong, Duke Ellington, Bing Crosby, Ella Fitzgerald. Sorry for my mispronunciation of these names. Judy Garland, Billie Holiday's Decca catalog is gone. Louis Jordan, the fire also claimed most of Chuck Berry's chess masters and multi-track masters. The body of his work that is now gone constitutes Chuck Berry's greatest recordings. The destroyed chess masters encompass nearly everything else recorded for the label, including most of the output of Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, Willie Dixon, Bo Diddley, Etta James, John Lee Hooker, Buddy Guy, Little Walter. All of it's gone. The masters of all of these artists, the master recordings that have lived through the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, that have made it till up to 8 years ago. It's just, they're gone. They don't exist any longer. The first commercially recorded released material by Aretha Franklin, recorded when she was a young teenager performing in the church services of her father, the Reverend C.L. Franklin. They're gone. Virtually all of Buddy Holly's masters are gone. John Coltrane's Impulse masters are lost. Count Basie, Coleman Hawkins, Dizzy Gillespie. The list just goes on and on. The original masters of Bill Haley and the Comets' Rock Around the Clock was in there, and they're gone. Jackie Bernstein and his Delta Cats' Rocket 88. Bo Diddley's Bo Diddley, I'm a Man is gone. Etta James' That Lass. The Kingsmen's Louie, the impressions, people get ready, all of it, it's gone. It was destroyed in this fire. But it doesn't end with these older artists. It goes on. Benny Goodman, Cab Calloway, Ray Charles, Sister Rosetta Tharpe, Sammy Davis Jr., Les Paul, Fats Domino, Big Mama Thornton, Ernest Tubb, Loretta Lynn, George Jones, Merle Haggard, Bobby Bland, B.B. King, Ike Turner, The Four Tops, Quincy Jones, Neil Diamond, Sonny and Cher, The Mamas and Papas, Joni Mitchell, Captain Beefheart, Cat Stevens, The Carpenter, Gladys Knight and the Pips, Elton John, Leonard Skinner, Eric Clapton, The Eagles, Don Henley, Aerosmith, Steely Dan, Iggy Pop, Shaka Khan, Barry White, Patti LaBelle, Yoko Ono, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, The Police, Sting, George Strait, R.E.M., Janet Jackson, New Edition, Bobby Brown, Guns N' Roses, Queen Latifah, Mary J. Blige, Sonic Youth, No Doubt, Nine Inch Nails, Snoop Dogg, Nirvana, Soundgarden, Hole, Beck, Sheryl Crow, Tupac Shakur, Eminem, 50 Cent, The Roots. I mean, all of the master recordings for their art, their music, it's gone. It was destroyed in this fire. And for about 11 years now, the record company has tried to downplay it, hide it, not bring any type of attention to it. But the information's out there. I mean, you don't have to just listen to this little segment that I'm me talking about it. Go look it up yourself. Google it. I hope that in the next couple days that major news stations and outlets talk about this and put this out there, from Fox News, MSNBC, CNN. If you guys don't report about this, shame on you, because this is part of our history. I mean, this is part, artistically. When I was a teenager, Nirvana their music changed the world. I mean, it really did. Its role, whether you like them or not, is significant. And now the masters of their recording, just think about it. Smells Like Teen Spirit. It's gone. Destroyed. Okay? Much less the blues artists that have influenced everything from rock and roll to country music. We would not have the music that we have today, which maybe a lot of the music today isn't very good. But I mean, we wouldn't have had what we had in the 70s, 80s, 90s. We wouldn't have any of it. We wouldn't have the Beatles. We wouldn't have Elvis. We wouldn't have without Muddy Waters and Chess Records, all of it. It's just gone. I can't believe it. This is just horribly sad. It's pathetic. You have something that is just priceless. Not just to an individual, but to the whole world. It's priceless. And just like that, it's gone. I mean, no doubt this is the day the music burned. And, I hope nothing like this ever happens again. It's just disgusting. I don't even know really what else to say. Just look it up for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Buddy Holly, I don't know. I love a lot of the old Chess Records music. The influence on me is, tremendous. And to just know that the masters of each of those recordings is just, gone in such a horrible way. I don't know, but anyway, check it out for yourself. Get on Google, look up the information. It's out there. Like I said, today, June 11th, 2019. was when the New York Times Magazine article was released, and Universal Music Group, shame on you.